Welcome to the Forever Games. It's a race to the finish line today, featuring forever favourite products, head office contestants, and of course you, our champions at home. Which forever product do you hold a torch for? Which one will win the coveted first place? Stay tuned to find out.
Good morning everybody, and a warm welcome to the opening of the 2021 Forever Games. First up, we have an aloe relay, and I have to say we really do have some outstanding aloe talent in the running today. And they're off. Ollie straight in there with the berry nectar. Over to Bernie with a mango. Strong display from our latest edition. Rena in there with a shot of yellow. Oh, but it's stolen by Jan. This mango really is some pop. Over to Iona with a mango once again. Sheila going for the double. Ooh, outstanding straw work. Rare to see such skill these days. Across the Shadia, and a powerful performance from the yellow gel. Alison with the freedom. That MSM and glucosamine really does show. Passes to Pamela with a quick nod to Wales. That yellow gel really does like the showboat. That could prove costly. Over to Paula with the freedom, sneaking up the outside. Still no sign of Peaches. Paula to Alison with the yellow gel. Uliana with the mango. The audience really can't get enough of this mango. Cross to Santa with the Peaches, coming from nowhere. Ballsy move from Peaches. Monica with the yellow gel. This is going to be tight at the finish line. Passes to Tom with the mango, slipping into the lead. Tom to Kat with the freedom on the mango's tail, with the finish line just within reach. Kat the Bob. Bob has the yellow. It's the berry nectar. It's the berry nectar. I don't believe it. He did it. He did it. Berry nectar crosses the finish line. No VAR required. What an incredible race. I think we should head over to the studio for the post-race analysis.
So on our agenda today, number one, we're going to have some fun. I've got some guests that I'm going to introduce you to at the moment, part of the head office team. We've, as always, got some competitions, which is why I've got a big basket of product next to me, some other stuff coming there too. We are going to have our normal flavours of forever recipe made up from some of our great products, and Amelia Bruce, our expert in shakes and smoothies. Don't know the difference still between them, but whatever. She'll be teaching us how to make an afternoon tea. So an absolutely summer theme there. Then I'm going to take part with a couple of the team in a ready, steady shake competition. So we want you to vote. We want you to vote for me, basically, as to who makes the best shake. I'll get that in before the other guys can speak. No, be fair. We're going to have a 1 minute to make a shake. We've got some great ingredients behind us. We'll have some fun. And, you know, what I would encourage you to do with our products all the time is have fun, be creative, particularly around the shakes. They're a great way of introducing our product to people that you might have around your house, which we can do that now on social occasions. We've got our news update with some news of some great awards that our products have just won. We've got my regular book club feature. I'm really encouraged to have had some of the feedback that I've had from you about how much inspiration, how much learning, how many light bulb moments you get from reading the books that we're recommending. And I think, again, without exception, when I think about all of the great forever leaders that I've met over the years, we are all very focused on reading positive books, and I'd encourage you to be that way too if you're not yet into that habit. And we've got a special guest joining us today by way of Zoom, Catherine Hughes, who's going to talk to us about her success. In fact, it's the second time in 24 hours that we've interviewed Catherine, because she was on our Eagle event last night. But she's qualified for Eagle. She uses social media in a really, really effective way. She's going to share with you some top tips on that. So we're introducing to you the Forever Games, the head office version of the Olympics. We just haven't trained for anywhere near as long as the normal athletes. And later on, a few of us are going to be competing for gold, some of the head office staff in our version. We're going to take you back in time to school. Do you remember the egg and spoon race? Personally, I was never too good at the egg and spoon race. I think a bit of overexcitement on the start line and the egg had gone before we'd even started running. But our version, filmed in the grounds of Longridge Manor, is the egg and product race, and we've some of our guys literally have trained for seconds for this. As long as that, they're really focused on it. And we want you to give us an idea of who you think is going to be our gold medal winner. So we're going to introduce the competitors to you. We want you on the chat box on Zoom just to give us an idea of who you think is going to be the winner. I mean, you'll get a chance to view them. There's a little bit of, I mean, I wouldn't take any notice of what they say, quite frankly. They're full of hot air. But just look at the physiques, who's the best athlete. Give us the vote on chat box and we'll do a prize draw later for the one who gets the winner. Now, if we're going to show a little video here yet, let's show a little video so you get a sense of the calibre, the high calibre in our first Olympic competition. Let's roll the VT, please.
Let's meet the competitors. Representing compliance, we have Stuart Kennedy. Representing finance, we have Andrew Walter-Neild. Christiana Sadu is representing marketing. Cordev Nagra is representing business development and events. For IT, it's Danny Falston. And for business owner support, it's Tom Green.
It's going to be a hotly contested competition for sure, and as you see, we've got some fine athletes in the competition, one of whom actually is on the couch in the show today. So Rachel, Tom, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having us.
So Tom, I mean, how are you feeling about the whole competition?
Nervous.
Nervous.
I don't know the result per se, but I'm looking forward to seeing the video. It was a good day,
Yeah.
brilliant day.
And you literally trained for seconds for this, did you?
Yeah, it was, you know, get out of the car, get there, quick warm up and off we go, really.
Off you went, yeah.
Yeah.
Proper athlete then, really.
Oh, yeah, definitely, 100%.
Rachel, any thoughts?
Well,
I mean, you work with all these guys.
I
so.
do, but I mean, I've got to support my own team, haven't I? So my vote is definitely on Christiana from team marketing.
I want to know, in a business that's 80% female, how come there's only one female entry? I mean, what went wrong?
It's just all the men came forward, wanted to show their bravado, I suppose.
Was there a lot of testosterone
Yeah.
going on, was there? So basically the girls never got a look in.
Exactly,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, you'll have to fix that next time, Rachel. You've been watching the Olympics?
I haven't actually. No, I've been focused on the Forever Games, so
Yeah.
I've missed it. But I think Tom's been watching it.
I've been watching it. Yeah. I think it's brilliant. Absolutely fun. Considering what's been going on in the world and everything, I think they've done an amazing job. Really good Olympics, actually.
Things like the football and the Olympics have probably been better received than ever.
Yeah.
Because we've all been in lockdown and it's been a bit of a distraction, hasn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
You know, when I think about Olympics, like when you look at the sports that are on the television all the time, like the football and that they are, for the most part, really highly paid athletes. And when you get to the Olympics, I mean, some of them are, but some of them are still up and coming and relying on sponsorship to get there. Parents. And somebody said yesterday, I think, on one of the shows that there ought to be 2 medals, one for the winner and one for the parents, because, I mean, I think Tom Daly started at 14 or something.
Yeah, I think there is another 14, 15-year-old skateboarder in the Olympics this year. And, of course, that's not going to work. You know, it's all sponsorship and funded by parents. So, yeah, you're right. Parents' dedication certainly plays into athletes.
Driving the length
training,
and breadth of the country to get their kids to the sport. Yeah, it's amazing. So, Rach, what you got for us today?
So I'm going to quickly take you through our August focus. So we're calling it this month Products to Carry a Torch For. So basically they're your forever favourites, they're the best sellers, they're the products that we know that you absolutely love and your customers love as well. So we've got a particular focus on the Aloe Heat Lotion, Aloe Propolis Cream, the Forever Bright Tooth Gel, the Aloe Evershield Deodorant and the Aloe Vera Jelly as well. So as we're on the Forever Games, we kind of want to know who your first place hero is. So there should be a poll on your screen. So all we want you to do is select your favourite out of those 5 products, our product focus for the month. And we'll let you know at the very end of the show which one receives the gold medal. But of course, it's not going to end there. We have obviously lots of social media content lined up for the month, and it's going to be all around championing your favourite products and also trying to find new ways to get new customers into those products as well. And that's a little bit what we'll be talking to Catherine about later too. There are also plenty of assets available for you to use online to help promote them on your own channels. So that's going to be at flpuk.info August 21 focus. So you'll find loads of assets there. You can share those on your social media pages and get a little bit of information as well that you can share with your customers. But I think Tom's going to talk about which products we've got lined up in a little bit more detail.
Yeah, I'm going to have a quick run through some of the fantastic products we're looking at this month. We're going to start off with the Aloe Propolis Cream, one of my favourites actually. Rich blend of aloe vera and of course bee propolis. Helps maintain your beautiful skin, tone and texture. It's nourishing, it's moisturising and of course helps soothe the skin, and it's vegetarian friendly too.
Fabulous.
Which is really good.
Yeah.
Another one of my favourites is the Aloe Heat Lotion. You know, I'm a sporty person, so it is brilliant, especially after a workout or a long day, long busy day as well, to help soothe and relax your muscles. It's got a lovely menthol and eucalyptus fragrance as well. It's non-greasy texture, which is fantastic, especially for heat lotion products. So it delivers that heating and cooling effect as well. So it helps soothe and relax you after a long busy day or a long workout at the gym.
Did you need that after the big race?
Well, it was a very hot day, but when I got back, it was an ice bath and then get the heat lotion on. So
perfect, mate. Perfect.
Yeah, definitely.
It's the only way you made it here today.
It was actually.
Pulled muscles and stuff.
I didn't want to pull another muscle, that's for sure. Another firm favourite is our Forever Bright Tooth Gel. So favourite amongst families, of course. It's fluoride free, which is fantastic. Of course, like I said, it's perfect for the whole family, even your pets as well, which is good. Of course, it contains our wonderful aloe, bee propolis. I don't think a lot of people know that our tooth gel contains the bee propolis, and of course, a refreshing mint flavour. Another one of our favourites, which is a lot of people got away. A lot of people buy this. I've noticed at the product centres. Really good sellers. Our deodorant offers our all-day protection. Of course, it contains no aluminium salt as well, which is really good for your skin. It's great for all skin types as well. Even if you do have sensitive skin, the deodorant is a firm favourite. And finally, I think everybody can agree with me, it's the closest thing we can get to the inner leaf, which is our aloe vera jelly. And it is our back to basics formula. So it soothes, moisturises and conditions the skin. It's perfect for any skin type as well. Lots of people keep this in their first aid kits at home. I do. Keep a couple in my car as well. And in my sports bag. Play cricket, get a lot of grass burn, so always have those. And it's just ideal for anywhere you go, on holiday, just have one with you. And that is my number one product. I've always got one of these handy with me.
Is that the one that gets the gold from you?
Oh, this one gets the gold from me, the jelly tube, 100%.
Yeah. Bob, have you got a favourite out of those?
I think for everyday use, definitely the jelly tube. I do like all of them, but I think the jelly, literally use the jelly every single day.
Yeah.
Whereas the others I'll dip in and out of depending. Well, the Evershield I use every day too, but propolis I love them all actually, but jelly, that would be my gold.
Yeah. No, I think heat lotion would be my gold. For the same reasons, obviously, that everyone else has already said. It's just a great product. Really good after a workout or even just at the end of a day. Got sore muscles or whatever it happens to be, so that one's the one that gets the gold from me. So yeah, some really great products there in our August focus. And of course, every month as well, we also have some blog posts which are kind of around our product focuses and around things to do with the business. So they're a great tool either for you to learn something new yourself or to share with others. So you'll find those on Forever Knowledge. So the blog posts that we've got coming up this month are why our Forever favourites are great for introducing new customers to Forever. How to set and achieve realistic goals for your business, getting out and about this summer to feel your best, and then we've also going to have a blog post featuring Nungshi and Tashi Malik, who are our global Forever ambassadors, and they're going to be talking a little bit about their story for achieving their own dream as well. But I think what we've got next is another monthly favourite that we have every month. So that's going to be our Flavours of Forever video with Amelia, and she is going to show us how to make a afternoon tea. So can't wait to see this.
So today I'm going to show you how to make a perfect afternoon tea using some of Forever's products. We love an afternoon tea and we're covering all the bases here with sandwiches, cheesy scones and some delicious shortbread. To make our aloe, avocado and salmon sandwiches, you will need 4 slices of wholemeal bread, smoked salmon, a quarter of a cucumber, half a ripe avocado, 60 millilitres of Forever aloe vera gel, a few drops of lemon juice, a handful of dill and salt and pepper to taste. Chop the cucumber and avocado into small chunks and add to a mixing bowl. Pour in the aloe vera gel, the dill, lemon juice and salt and pepper and stir until combined. Spread the mixture over 2 slices of bread. Top with your smoked salmon and the second slice of bread and cut into fingers. To make the savoury cheese scones, you will need 3 1/4 cups of flour, 2 1/2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, salt and pepper, 3/4 cup of unsalted butter, 225 grams of strong cheddar cheese, grated, 1 cup of buttermilk and 1/4 cup of Forever Bee honey. In a large mixing bowl, combine the flour, baking powder, baking soda, salt, pepper and butter. Rub these ingredients in together with your fingers until the mixture forms coarse breadcrumbs. Mix in the grated cheddar cheese, followed by the buttermilk and Forever Bee honey. Keep mixing until the mixture forms a dough. Turn the dough out onto a clean and lightly floured surface and knead it gently. Cut the scones with a medium cutter about 8 centimetres and then pop them onto the baking sheet. Glaze with a little milk and sprinkle a bit more cheese. Then simply bake for 15 to 20 minutes until golden brown and cooked through. To make the vanilla protein shortbread cookies, you will need 3/4 cup of butter, 2 teaspoons of milk, 1 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1 egg, 1 tablespoon of baking soda, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, 2 cups of flour, and 1 scoop of Forever Light Ultra in vanilla. Preheat your oven to 190 degrees Celsius and line your baking tray with baking parchment. Beat together the butter, milk, brown sugar, eggs, salt, baking soda and vanilla extract until they're fully combined, but don't worry if it's not smooth. Add the flour and the Forever Light Ultra Vanilla and beat those until they're thoroughly combined. Roll the mixture out on a baking tray with a rolling pin until the dough is around 1/2 inch thick. Then use a cookie cutter to cut the dough into circles, giving each cookie around 1/2 inch of room between each one. Then simply bake for 8 minutes and leave them on the tray to cool. Don't worry if they're not quite firm when they come out, they will firm up as they cool. And there we have it. Aloe, avocado and salmon sandwiches, cheesy scones and delicious protein cookies for the perfect afternoon tea.
I can't guarantee that the next recipe is going to be quite as professional. We are into the Forever Olympics. As you can see, a vast array of goodies here. Luckily I arrived early this morning for some of the team to actually educate me on what some of these things are. We have, Amelia, how long have we got?
1 minute.
1 minute literally to create a beautiful cocktail which we have to name, and you, our audience, can vote. So these guys were limbering up, by the way, off camera.
Getting ready.
All I managed to do was tie my little pinny on without knocking my microphone off. How confident
get
are
ready.
you?
I'm quite confident.
As long as no one steals my ingredients, I'm raring to go.
I don't think I'm going to fight with this girl. You go, ladies first, please. Okay, Amelia, got the stopwatch going?
Yep. 3, 2, 1.
Off we go. There's a little aloe gel there, yes.
One selector. One selector. One selector.
You might have opened the bag for me.
One selector.
One selector. I'm going to freestyle it. One scoop, one scoop, one scoop, one scoop, that's about at least a scoop.
Oh no, I just got milk all over myself. Sorry. 20 seconds. Oh, where's the big vanilla? Oh, frightening. Where did the spoon go? Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if it's in the bag. I lost it.
Oh no. Ah, it's not blending. Are we going? Oh,
Hang on, Amelia.
1 minute is
It'll
just
be
not
worth
enough
it.
time.
It'll be worth it.
Oh,
that
that
smells
looks
really nice.
great.
Rather an interesting
I'm very impressed with
Oh,
that.
it's a bit sloppy.
radiant green colour.
I'm going to decorate that with a little raspberry as
Oh.
well.
Decorated.
Beautiful.
We pour that in there.
Spinach leaf. What have you got there,
Tom, that
Tom?
looks good.
It's very multicoloured.
Yeah, well, I practiced this the other week actually.
Oh,
with my
wow.
girls. I'm sort of like,
Practiced.
you know, I didn't want to give away my tips, but yeah.
So I think we have to name them.
Okay, right. Well, I'm going to call this my raspberry ripple.
Raspberry Ripple,
Yeah, raspberries and
This is
vanilla.
my 5 a day fruit punch.
Beautiful.
Fruit Punch. Mine's a spin on a mojito. It's an alohito.
Ooh,
I
lovely.
like that
There
name.
you
That's
go.
good.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
While we enjoy our delicious
Mine's really
mixtures,
good.
let's go back
like
to
that.
Amelia to show us how to do yet another great recipe properly.
Our shake of the month is Let's Hit the Peach, and it makes for the perfect taste of summer. This shake contains aloe peaches for a delicious fruity flavour, as well as a sachet of super greens to really amp up the nutrition. All you need to make this shake is 250 millilitres of coconut water, 100 millilitres of aloe peaches, 1 sachet of Forever Super Greens, half a cup of mango chunks, and 1 handful of ice. All you need to do is pop all of the ingredients into a blender and then blend until they reach the desired consistency. Make sure the sachet of super greens is nicely mixed in and dissolved into the rest of the shake. If you want to take this shake on a lovely summer walk, just pour it into your Forever Fit shaker. Or to enjoy it at home, just pour it into a glass, garnish with a slice of mango and finish with a straw. And there we go, our shake of the month. Let's hit the peach.
Our next invention needs to be baby wipes because I've got vanilla and all sorts
Sticky
of stuff
hands.
stuck all over me. Tom, you're covered
Got
in stuff
milk
as well.
splashed
some
all
of
over
that
my
hand
face.
sanitizer.
It's more dangerous than you think mixing these drinks, but we had a little bit of fun doing it. I've got a hamper next to me.
Yes.
Rach, what's that all
Let's
about?
have
With
a
medals
chat
on
then.
it.
Yeah, so as always with our Brunch with Bob Parker show, we do a competition. So we are giving away this entire bundle to 5 people. And all you need to do to take part is on social media, on Facebook, Twitter or Instagram, use the hashtag Brunch with Bob Parker and share a picture with us either of you watching the show, you making up one of the shakes we've tried today, or Amelia's shake, anything that you want, as long as you use the hashtag Brunch with Bob Parker. And what you'll be winning is an aloe vera gel tri-pack, some of the shampoo and conditioner, some liquid hand soap, and then we've also got 2 of each of our product focuses. So we've got 2 aloe vera jellies, 2 Evershield deodorants, 2 aloe heat lotion, 2 propolis cream. So then you've got 1 for yourself and also 1 for anyone that you want to introduce the products to, or a friend, or obviously you could just keep 2 for yourself if you want to. I probably would. So yeah, that's what we'll be giving away, and all you need to do is, like I say, share to social media with the hashtag Brunch with Bob Parker.
Great selection of products, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
I can see in the chat box that somebody is accusing me of sneaking a little bit of alcohol into my cocktail. I don't know how. Let me see who it is. Nikki somebody. Nikki Gregory. I don't know how you would get that impression about me. It was actually a little bit of water I was sneaking in to dilute it a little bit, but maybe the alcohol's not a bad idea. I can see you liking my Alohito name, so keep the votes coming in there. News update from me then. Let's just take a little look at what's happening around the Forever world, in particular the UK, Ireland and Icelandic markets. We are very close to getting a new aloe body lotion. A larger size than normal, as you can see, 236 millilitres on the front of that. Great for when you come out of the shower. That should be with us around about the first week in August, but just watch the social media channels for a firm date. We also already have in our little mini tri-packs, our 330ml tri-packs in gel, nectar or peaches, and that's already available. Great way of you being able to be on the move with your aloe drink every day, or giving it away as a little sample to a customer to taste. So either is fantastic. So the 330ml there. We've also, of course, back in stock now with aloe mango. Apologies, last time we were on air, we launched the competition and then rapidly ran out of product. Everybody in Europe focused on the delicious mango, but that is now back. Recently, in the Global Green Beauty Awards, we won a number of different prizes. You know, awards are important for us to raise the profile of the brand. Obviously, our product's not obviously seen on shelves of shops like most other products, only sold through you, our business owners. So awards are a really good way of us raising the profile, getting some good PR coverage, and the Global Green Beauty Awards had over 400 entries, so some really strong competition. But I'm very pleased to tell you that in the middle of our basket there, our aloe liquid soap won gold in the best natural soap category. Of course, you know, more and more demand now for natural style products, so to get an award that's got the name natural in is also really good for us to use with our customers. The conditioner, the jojoba conditioner, can't say I've got too much personal experience of this one, but some great feedback from you that do have hair among our FBO group. That also won gold in the best natural conditioner category. The biocellulose mask, which comes in boxes of 5 there in front of us, again a really fantastic product that's won actually several other awards, but in this particular show it won the silver for the best natural face mask. So well done to the marketing team for keep getting us in the limelight by getting us involved in all of these awards. Whenever we see an award, we're always trying to enter so that we can get these accolades from third-party accreditation. So we've got an incentive running for the month of August, and that is around our aloe jelly. On the screen now, you'll see it's available to you wherever you are around the UK or Ireland. We're going to be giving a prize to the person who the person who sells the most aloe jelly. We're going to do it by region, and so whichever the region you're in, whether it's in the UK or in the Republic of Ireland, you will get a little gift there, a camping mug, a water bottle, a picnic blanket, a cool bag and 6 mini aloes, so perfect for the beach. So that's our update there, I think. Now, we are planning to, as the country opens up after the lockdown, we are planning to reintroduce the staff back into Longbridge Manor. We have recently put the marquees back up in the grounds of Longbridge Manor so that hopefully, fingers crossed, if everything continues the way that it's going and we get more and more flexibility, we will be able to return to more normal life at the manor and use, in particular, over the summer months, the grounds for some events later on, maybe September, October. We were there in the week, so we thought we'd just do a little video clip to remind you of how beautiful, and I mean it is beautiful at the moment with all the flowers out, how beautiful our head office is. So let's take a little look at the VT of Longbridge Manor. Everybody, it's Bob here. I am in Longbridge Manor today. The sun is shining outside, summer has arrived, and ordinarily, of course, you guys would be very welcome here. We've always had an open door policy, but with COVID, we're still working in restricted conditions, but I didn't want you to miss the beautiful gardens of Longbridge Manor. So today I thought I'd bring them to you virtually. Before we move into the garden, though, let me tell you what the plan is for here. There are a handful of us coming in and out of the office on an infrequent basis, but we're planning that from the 1st of September or the start of September, we will be back as a team here, still accommodating some flexible working, but much more operationally here. And we hope that in the not too distant future, we will be able to open our doors to you. We will, of course, always have your safety and our safety as the primary objective, but we'll keep you posted, and hopefully as the summer goes on a little bit, we may be able to see your smiling faces at Longbridge Manor. So with that in mind, let's take a little look at the beautiful gardens. So here we are in the beautiful sunshine. It's about 29 degrees here in Warwickshire today. That's got to be a record for us. You can see behind me though how beautifully kept the manor is. Keith, our gardener, does an absolutely amazing job, and we're so privileged to have a head office like this. Many of you know that I sit on the board of the Direct Selling Association, and in ordinary times our board meetings rotate from one company office to the next company office to the next company office. I can tell you everybody wants me to host a board meeting here because it's such a beautiful building. So we should be really proud as business owners that we've got such a testament building that we can bring our guests to, our prospects to, and our customers to, back when times get more ordinary. So you can see as part of the grounds we've got a lake behind me. I'm going to have to speak louder because the fountain is going to keep the lake clear. Around about 50 staff working from the buildings here when we're normally working, and that staff is here to support all of you as business owners. So never be afraid to reach out
with any questions that you've got about the business. You know, I recognise, having done this for over 20 years, that when you get started as a business owner, it can sometimes seem a little daunting with the sheer volume of information that heads in your direction. So pick up the phone or drop us a mail. We'll be happy to guide you, particularly through those early weeks and months when you're getting established. So every summer, for as long as I can remember, we've put the marquees up on the lawn here in the grounds and use them regularly for different events, VIP events, outdoor festivals, team sports days, family sports days. And I really hope that we can get back to being able to run those sorts of events very shortly. We have put the marquees up this year still, however, because I do hope that in September, in October, we may be able to have some smaller groups of us with yourselves getting together on the lawn here for various meetings and maybe some social events. I know that a couple of you as leaders have booked the marquees for team events, and we're happy with that. As long as you can coordinate with us, happy to try and accommodate you there. So they're half up at the moment. All the interior will be nicely decked out in the next few days. Perfect place to host a team event. And as I said, we're hoping to welcome you here later on in the year too. So here we are at the back of Longbridge Manor, a separate building here which is the home to the Warwick Product Centre, which, as you can see, is open and you can collect your pre-ordered product from here. Again, shortly we're hoping to fully open it so you can literally come along and order your product over the counter. We've got a nice comfortable seating area out here, so if you want to come by, have a cup of coffee while you're picking up your products, it would be lovely to see you. Would love to keep chatting to you guys, but we're in the middle of the show, so I'm on my way back to the studio.
I can see from the chat box lots of lovely comments from you about the manor, how much you enjoy being there. Somebody says the dog that they take loves swimming in the lake, and we're really fortunate to have such a beautiful head office, and it's a great shame that you're not able to visit at the moment, but as soon as it's safe to do so, we will of course put out on social media that we are open for business. The product centre is open though. If you pre-order products, we're happy for you to collect them from there, and as I say, the marquee shortly will be available if you want to do team events from there. But keep posted with us on social media and we'll keep you up to date with what's happening. As I said in that video clip, genuinely everybody who visits from other companies in our industry say, oh my gosh, we wish our head office was like this. We're really proud of it. It looks beautiful at the moment. I can see some comments about the hanging baskets and the grounds too, so thank you for that feedback. Okay, we're getting to the point in the show where our top athletes from Longbridge Manor are about to compete in the egg and product race. But just so that you know, yeah, leading the league table of who you think is going to win, guess what, Rachel? It's the only female contestant.
Wow,
Christiana has got 37% of the vote, so
go on, Christiana.
Girl power.
You can do it.
Girl
you
power.
can take it.
Well, she deserves to win because she's outnumbered by the boys. Tom, you'll be pleased to know you're in second place.
Oh, go me.
Looks can be deceptive.
I don't know, I just know it.
26% of you think Tom on the couch is going to win. That's because he's been talking about the heat lotion. So, Cool Dip. Poor Cool Dip. He's only got 15% of the votes. Well, I think it was that. I think he over-egged the pudding with the, the growl at the start there. He put me off, quite frankly, as well. 11% of the votes go to Danny, 7% to Andrew upstairs here above the studio in our accounts office. Only 4% voted for Stuart in compliance. The team on the decks here are all laughing because they all know Stu. He's not such a bad person. He might be the policeman of Longbridge Manor, but who knows? He might surprise us all. So, 37% Christiana, 26% Tom, 15% Cool Dip, 11% Danny, 7% Andrew. Poor old Stu at the end on 4%. Let's see who wins. Roll the VT.
Hello and welcome to the beautiful grounds of Longbridge Manor on this blisteringly hot day. I'm Paul, your commentator for today, alongside Ollie. Let's meet the competitors. Representing compliance, we have Stuart Kennedy. Representing finance, we have Andrew Walter-Neild. Christiana Sadu is representing marketing. Cordip Nagra is representing business development and events. For IT, it's Danny Falston. And for business owner support, it's Tom Green. So the runners are going through their final preparations. Ollie, What are your thoughts?
I think it's going to be a really close race. I really hope they keep their heads. At the end of the day, that's what it's going to come down to.
So the runners are lined up, and now all eyes turn to Amelia.
On your marks, get set.
And they're off.
Christiana and Stuart have dropped already.
Good save. Come on, Calder, keep your head.
Danny's dropped it. This is too close.
Tom's won it.
I think Danny's nicked it. We're going to have to see a replay of this.
Tom's clearly over first. Look at his knee on the tape.
Yeah, but look at Danny's spoon. The product is definitely ahead of Tom's when it crosses the line.
The video referee is going to have a tough job sorting this one out.
I wouldn't like that job, not with the stakes so high.
Absolutely not.
Congratulations on third place. What did you do to train for this event?
Didn't really do a lot. I should have trained harder.
Commiserations on third. Tom, congratulations on second. What does this mean to your department?
Oh, it means the world to our department. I think we're all going to go and celebrate inside out this beautiful weather with a nice glass of aloe.
Congratulations. And Danny, congratulations on winning.
Thank you.
What does this mean to you?
This means a lot. It's been a 365-day commitment getting to this standard, and I want to take my hats off to the RG Plus. It's really helped me, push me that little bit further.
Congratulations again. And back over to you in the studio, Bob.
There you have it. Danny's the winner. There's right trouble here in the studio. We've had to call security. Tom wants a VAR double check. Tom, what went wrong?
I can't believe this, Bob. all the effort I put into that, you could quite clearly see that I won there. You know, but yeah, my team wasn't that happy when I got back, and I told them that I got second. They're quite disappointed, really.
Stolen from you.
It was stolen from me. It was stolen
Life's
from
not
me.
fair, mate. Sometimes life's not fair all the time.
It's true, but you know, gracious in victory, gracious in defeat.
What made me smile was at the warm-up, Gould was practising his golf swing. I don't know what he was thinking he was doing. And then the hot favourite, Christiana, I think was just about one step off the start line when you'd all finished. So brilliant. So congratulations to Danny from the IT team. He is our winner, and I think we've got a winner. Amelia's just handed me a winner of the book here for Danny to win. Iva Fliglova. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Iva, you are the winner. You predicted Danny. Well done to you. So that was a lot of fun. Every month, as I mentioned at the very start, we focus on a particular book, and our book of the month this month I have in front of me. Last month, if you remember, we talked about one of my favourite books, which is Think and Grow Rich, the book that actually influenced me right in my early years of becoming involved in positive mental attitude, in the world of coaching, in the world of sales. And I was glad to see that so many of you enjoyed reading the book and giving us feedback. And we have two winners from last month's book of the month, which is Lisa Waddingham and Michelle Carty. Thank you for the feedback that you gave us. You have won signed copies, signed by me, that is, nobody famous, just me, on their way to you, of Think and Grow Rich. So enjoy and share. And if either of you have children, start sharing some of the learnings from that book. It's a really, really powerful book. So you both suggested that we should have as our book of the month this month, The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. Another one of my favourite books. It's absolutely fantastic read. Turning simple disciplines into massive success and happiness. It's actually an easier read than Think and Grow Rich, which is not an easy read. What I love about this, it's the chapters in it. There's some great chapters. Invest in yourself is one of the chapters, something that we talk about a lot. Learn from your mentors, something that we're easily able to do in Forever Living. Wherever you are in the business, there'll be somebody in your upline that has a huge amount of experience and success that can guide you. We talk sometimes in Forever Living about the ripple effect, how something that you do can ripple out and influence positively lots and lots of people. There's a chapter on that. And there's a chapter on something that we need to be really good at in this book, and that is mastering what sometimes becomes the mundane. I'm often asked, what is it that our very top leaders do different from people who are just starting? What you find is very much of what they do is the same as they did at the beginning, talking to people, going through the basic principles of building a forever business, doing one-to-ones, doing events, coaching and mentoring. So there's some great little chapters in here. Let me just pick out a couple of quotes from here on the ripple effect. A little quote at the start of that chapter. Strange, isn't it? Each man's life or woman's life touches so many other lives, and that's absolutely true. You have no way sometimes of knowing how much you are influencing other people. Over the years, I've often had people say, I was in the audience, I heard somebody say this, it had a profound effect on me. And I'm sure when the person was uttering those words at the time, they had no idea of the impact that those words might have on the individual who was in the right mind at the time to receive that information. Chapter 15, which I already highlighted. Let me grab my glasses so I don't miss it. There are 7 powerful, positive, slight edge habits that he reinforces here. Firstly, show up. Be the frog who jumps off the lily pad. That's a very sound advice. Show up consistently. Keep showing up when others fade out. Cultivate a positive outlook. See the glass as overflowing. You know, whenever we're faced with obstacles, we can either look at them as a real obstacle or we can look at them as an opportunity, and this book teaches us how to do that. Be committed for the long haul. Remember the 10,000 hour rule. There is another book called The Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell that talks about the principle of to get good at something, you need to put in 10,000 hours. Often people see other people and think that they were an overnight success. That rarely happens. Most times they put lots and lots of time behind the scenes into becoming good at whatever it is they're trying to be good at. Some great little references in his book, The Outliers, about, for example, the Beatles, who were at one time just about the most famous band in the world and yet had played for months, if not years, quietly in Germany without anybody really knowing who they were, learning their trade. It's the 10,000 hour principle. Tip number 5, cultivate a burning desire backed by faith, not hoping or wishing, but knowing that you can do it. 6, be willing to pay the price. Sometimes you have to be tough. 7, practice the slight edge integrity. Do the things you've committed to doing even when no one else is watching. So I highly recommend that you read our book of the month for the book club, The Slight Edge. We'll be picking 2 winners at our next event of feedback from those of you with your light bulb moments from the Slight Edge book. We also have a great podcast which you can find. As you know, our friendly bookseller is fondly known as Barry the Book. Barry Phillips is his real name, but he has just done a podcast for us, and there are some great little insights into the world of books and some great recommendations of books that you should read from Barry. So you can get that. You can see it on the bottom of the screen now, flpuk.info/Barry the Book podcast. So you can find that on one of our channels there. Rachel, I think you've got a special guest for us now, haven't you?
Absolutely, yeah. So our special guest today is going to be Catherine Hughes. So Catherine lives in Sheffield, and she joined the business in June 2016 just to retail C9s, and she actually managed to hit supervisor within 6 weeks just by retailing the products. She's actually currently an Eagle Manager. I think you said she was recognised last night, on our Eagle Manager webinar. She really loves to share the benefits and the versatility of the products, and actually she's really fondly known across social media. You may be familiar with her already as our Queen of Shakes. So every Monday at 12 p.m. she is live on our Facebook page to give us some new recipes with the Forever Light Ultra Shakes. So hopefully Catherine is on with us now. Hi Catherine, are you there? Hiya, how are you doing? Brilliant. Okay, well, so you probably saw earlier, obviously, we had our shake-off in the studio. And given your credentials as our Queen of Shakes, we wanted you to be our guest judge, essentially, and let us know. So we've got some medals here. And I would love for you to tell us who deserves the gold, silver and bronze. Does everyone remember what went into their shake so we can give Catherine a reminder?
That would be great for a reminder, yes, please.
What did I have? I had strawberries, blueberries, kiwi, berry nectar and apple juice.
Bit of everything.
Yeah. Fruity punch.
What was in yours, Bob?
I didn't have alcohol. I just want to make that point. There was none of that in mine. Water, not alcohol. Water, vanilla, gel, pineapple, banana, blueberry and spinach.
Lovely. So mine, the raspberry ripple, was raspberries, Forever Bee honey, a bit of apple juice, and then milk and Forever Light Ultra Vanilla.
Milk. I had milk in mine, otherwise it'd have been lumpy. Milk as well. Sorry, milk.
So what do you think, Catherine? Who should get? Should we start with bronze? Should we go backwards? Who should get the bronze?
Yeah, I'm going to give Tom the bronze.
Tom, it's not your day, pal.
It's not my Olympics, is it? I think I need to go away and train for a whole year.
Don't forget, Tom Daly was 16 years before he won his gold. You're young enough, pal. Stay focused.
Yeah, if I start training now,
don't quit on us. You're young enough.
I'll get a gold for my 50th. How about that for start now?
Oh, it's only because I don't like kiwis in shakes. It's just my personal preference. But I think you put lots of things in there, and it was very good.
Perfect. So who should get silver?
Okay, this is a close call because I was going to disqualify Bob because he didn't open the packet properly.
What packet?
It was just a mess. I don't know what he was doing with that.
Let me tell you, Catherine, you've not seen me in the kitchen at home. It's the same. There's stuff everywhere.
Yeah, there often is when I do my lives as well. The kitchen is a mess. However, you did use 2 Forever products, which I liked, but also Rachel did use 2 Forever products as well. So I'm going to give gold to Rachel.
Woohoo!
Because the shake was simple. And I always say that when you're doing shakes, keep it really simple, celebrate the flavours that are in there. But Bob is a close silver.
Thanks very much, Catherine. I'm very delighted with that. I'm just going to have a little celebratory sip.
Yeah, well deserved. I think, girl power needs to rule on this show sometime. Tom, we're going to resign ourselves.
Yeah, I think we have.
Second and third,
so
pal.
I can see some of the chat, so I've got some people on my side.
Well, thanks very much for that, Catherine. So we'll have a little chat with you now. So obviously you've been doing our Shake Up Your Week segment every single week now on our Facebook channel for almost 3 months, which I can't believe how quickly it's gone by. We've all loved watching them. Obviously, you get loads of comments every week saying that people are going to try out the recipes and they're really loving them. So just how do you think that FBOs can kind of use that content to introduce new people to introduce the products to new people?
We say it on a BP all the time. It's a recommendation business, and the first thing that we have to do is use the products. So that's what I do. It's not that I just do shakes on a Monday. I use the products all the time. So I really do love them. I think what we need to do is show people what we use ourselves. So you need to use them and you need to work out which ones it is that you like, and they're the ones that you're going to recommend. It's gaining product knowledge as well. I think the more products you use, the more comfortable and confident you are talking to other people about them as well. So showcase what you use yourself. That's kind of my advice, really.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, that's great advice. And then obviously you've been doing Facebook Lives on your own channel for quite a while. So before you started with us, you've been doing that for a while. So can you tell us a little bit about what you've been doing on your own channels, and why do you choose to do Facebook Lives, and why is it something that other people should perhaps consider?
Okay, so as a team, we have a very large customer group, and I kind of head that up, really. I've been doing lives on there for probably 3 years, so way before the pandemic and way before we had to work purely online. I think it's a great way to engage quickly with people. It's not like doing a video, because I'm OCD, I would record and record and record until I got it perfect. Doing a live isn't like that. You will make mistakes, and that's fine. I mean, you saw how it worked for you guys when you did everything's flying everywhere. There's milk splattered in your face, shake powders going everywhere. And I think that's the great thing about doing a live. It's very good for engagement. A notification will pop up for people straight away if you go live into a group. So that works really well. So for a long time, I've been doing them. I will say that when I was first asked to do a live, it scared the heck out of me. I mean, I really wasn't that person who wanted to engage in that way, but it's something that the more you do, the better you get at it. And yes, I do get nervous still. I mean, I'm nervous this morning sitting here waiting to come on. I'm nervous every Monday morning, you know, just a few minutes before I go live, but you take some deep breaths, you press that button and you go for it. So yeah, I think that's the thing. You need to do those lives. I've dropped things. I've forgotten to get spoons out, had to stir things with a pen, had a camera fall into a pancake pan once, you know, crazy stuff. But it's live, and I think it's good for engagement. You know, no one's perfect.
That's it. I think it's really key to remember that, isn't it? That everyone kind of relates to people being human anyway. And it's funny that you say that about you obviously getting nervous. This is actually only the second time I've ever been live, and I get nervous every single time. But I don't think people necessarily always notice. And it's one of those things where if you just sort of go for it, and once you've got started, and like you say, once you've started to practice and you keep going, yeah, you get used to it, and people will engage with that and relate to that. So yeah, no, I think it's something that everyone can do. And I guess, obviously you said you've been doing them before the pandemic, but I guess they kind of became a bit more important during the pandemic because we couldn't see each other in person. So did you see more engagement during that time?
Yeah, definitely. Because I was running the team's customer group, I had to kind of run that and my own as well, because my own group, I couldn't get out to see people. I couldn't do that face-to-face conversation, which I do love. I've done some of my best sales meeting friends for coffees. So, you know, I had to really focus on my own customer group as well. And so I was running the two, really. There wasn't much else for people to be doing, I think. You know, I think people, they were homeschooling, they were working from home, and they had more time because they couldn't do that social aspect of their life. They had more time to scroll social media streams, get onto Facebook groups. And as I said, because they're live, you get a notification, people were interacting more with them. I do think it's a really good idea to think about when you do your lives to make sure that your audience is available to watch it. So a lot of mine I was doing on weekends or in the evening because I knew a lot of my audience have got kids at home. They were younger than my children. They were homeschooling. It was extremely stressful for a lot of people. So if I was banging lives in then, you know, it just wasn't going to be as engaging. So do think about when you are going to be doing your lives to make sure that your audience is available to watch.
Absolutely, that's a great tip. And yeah, do you have any tips for fellow business owners who might be a little bit nervous about going live? Because obviously, as we've said, it can be quite nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I've got a lot of team who are quite new to the business, are lacking, as I was when I started, that self-confidence and thinking this is way out of my comfort zone. You know, I just don't want to put my face in people's phones, if you like. Mm-hmm. So I would always say talk to people about products that you use yourself. If you're not using any of these products, you need to be, and you need to learn that knowledge from them. So talk to people about the products you use yourself. You don't need to go into loads of detail. I cannot remember lots of ingredients. My brain just doesn't remember things like that. So if someone wants ingredients on a product, I can give them that information afterwards. I always see it as, yeah, I can follow up with that. So don't make it too complicated. Keep it really, really simple. Always put a header to your live as well. A lot of people will just press that live button and just go straight in. And I know for a fact, if I see someone's live, I want to know what they're talking about. So always put a header on, just say the amazing benefits of drinking the gel, or watch my live on making a shake this morning. This is my daily fuel, that kind of thing. Just put something there as a text. Have a prop with you. Really, really important. I mean, for me talking now, this is quite nerve-wracking because I'm just talking. But for example, if I'm saying, We've got a brand new product. It's our aloe mango drinking gel. This is why I take it. And then you're showing people. And what actually happens is that people start looking at the product. Sorry, I'm not getting the camera very well. People start looking at the product and they don't look at you. So you're kind of using a distraction tactic, really. So it's all about look at the products that I'm talking about rather than look at my face. You can also do lives when, and we do this quite a lot in our team, and I think it's a really good tip if you're just starting out and you don't want to have your face there. What you can do is unpack your order and explain to people on camera what you've got in there, why you've got those products, what the benefits of those products are. But you don't have to have your face in it. You can just put your camera on your delivery. Yeah. So that was using the props. Give a top tip. I think you want to give value back. So if I'm talking about the aloe vera jelly, for example, I will say this makes an amazing face mask. Mix it with the purple moisturizing cream, mix the two together, amazing face mask for you. So you're always giving some value back as well.
Perfect. Yeah, excellent tips. And that's definitely the case with, I think, any social media posts that you do, isn't it, really, is adding value and making sure it's something that people are actually going to take on board and not just scroll past. You know, it's actually going to be like, oh, okay, that sounds good. And then they're, you know, more likely to come back to you and say, oh, this sounds, you know, interesting. I like the way that you said, you know, how you can use it with X, Y, or Z. So that's definitely really key. So I also wanted to ask, what does the future hold for you? Because obviously now restrictions have lifted for the most part. I know that there's a bit of a temptation kind of to return back to normal, but I'm guessing that you'll still be continuing with these sort of online tools and methods of communication. Yeah,
I kind of think working online, it feels like it is the norm now. I've been isolating now since the 11th of July. I've still not been able to go out properly, just because we've all had COVID. But I think the great thing about doing a live is that it's very engaging. You can hit a big audience in one go. If you were trying to get that engagement on a personal level, you need to get a lot of people into your home. Also with a live, it will sit there. It doesn't disappear. So if you've done an event at your house and people have come around, they might have forgotten things that you've talked about. But there's always that aspect of going back to a live, tagging new people into it. It stays there for people to access at a later date, which I think is great. And the audience that you're hitting is huge. So definitely as part of my plan, you know, I'll continue if everyone wants me to do the Shake Up Your Week on a Monday. I love doing them. But I also schedule into my diary that I do lives into my own customer group. I do them into the team customer group as well, because that information is giving value. It will sit there for people to access at a later date. Don't get me wrong, I will still do the face-to-face activity too, because that's part of my business. But there is a place for doing lives. There is a place for doing online launches, demonstrations, because that gives really good value to people.
Absolutely. And yeah, as you said, obviously they stay on Facebook afterwards, so it's not just you do the live and then it's gone. So anybody who does want to check out Catherine's lives, they're all still on our Facebook page, whether you want to look at them obviously for the fantastic recipes that she does, or if you just want to see how she does a live, obviously that can be really educational as well. All you need to do is go onto our main Facebook page. I think Kate has been posting it in the comments of the chat box, so you can find that, and we'll also link to it later in the show as well. But yeah, you just go onto our main Facebook page, head over to our videos tab, and you'll be able to see all of the previous ones that Catherine's done. But as I said, she goes live on 12 o'clock every single Monday. So you'll be able to find them there. And obviously you've got one coming up on it's Monday the 2nd, so next week. What have you got planned for us, Catherine?
Well, I'm thinking something fruity, perhaps lemon and lime or apricots. I'm not sure yet. I do generally kind of have a look in my fridge, see what I've got in my cupboards, because we haven't been able to go out and get lots of shopping. So it will be something fruity, but I haven't quite decided. If anyone wants to give me, I mean, I try and think of something new and varied every week. I will run out of ideas at some point. So if anyone wants to give me a really random product to use, you know, an ingredient, I love a challenge. So, you know, let me know if there's something a bit wacky that you want me to shove into a shake, and I can definitely do that.
Absolutely, yeah. So fire away in the comments, everyone, if you have an idea for Catherine or just want to see her put something really random into a shake, because I'd be interested to see that as well. But thank you so much for joining us today, Catherine. It's been great to speak to you, and obviously thank you for doing the Shake Up Your Week segment every week for us. They're always brilliant, and I always get so many great ideas. I think that's why I won the gold, because obviously I'm taking on all your tips. So.
Exactly. All I need now is a very nice forever pinny. I'm putting a request in.
You can have mine, Catherine. It's a little,
Thank you.
Slightly second-hand, a little bit of debris on it, but it'll be great for your next event. Thank you so much for being with us today, Catherine, and sharing your tips. And you know, particularly, I love the honesty bit. You know, the fact that often people are nervous, and you admitted to being nervous before lives. We're all nervous, and when you look at the Olympic athletes, you know, before that gun goes at the start of the race or whatever, everybody's nervous, and sometimes we're nervous because we want to do our best. And I think, you know, I've seen from the chat box that's been running while you've been talking, a lot of people have been encouraged to step outside of their comfort zone and have a go at a live, and I would encourage everybody to do that. You know, in life we can either be our best asset or our best liability. We are one or the other, and it's always obviously better to be your own best asset. So Catherine, thanks, and congratulations once again for being recognised yesterday as Eagle 2. Thanks for being with us this morning.
Thank you very much.
Take care. Oh, and thanks for the silver. Okay, so Tom at the start of the show introduced our Olympic competitors in terms of our products, and we have our poll results in. So what do you think was first?
Ooh, I bet a lot of people have said jelly. I do think a lot of people have said jelly.
Jelly, okay, correct. 34% of the votes said jelly. Jelly is our gold medal winner. In second place, what do you think?
Propolis cream.
I'm going to change it up. I reckon the heat lotion in second.
Tom, you're a consistent loser. It's propolis cream in second place on 26%.
Why change now?
Why change now, Tom? And lifetime's habits. Yeah. Sometimes you have to fail a few times. It's not about the number of times you get knocked down, Tom. It's about the number of times you get back up. So what was in third place, Tom?
Well, let's go deodorant.
Okay, knocked down again. What do you think, Rach?
Heat lotion?
Heat lotion, correct. I tell you what, you are on it, girl. There's only 2 left to go, Tom. So out of Deo and Tooth Gel, which was fourth?
I'm going deodorant.
Unbelievable. No, it's Tooth Gel.
So I'm going to keep getting back up. It's okay. It's Rocky.
If anybody on chat can just send Tom some words of encouragement, it would be much appreciated. He's at an all-time low. He's just missed the egg and product race.
Give us a call in business support.
Give him a call in business owner support and just give him a bit of counselling. So we're just about at the end of our show. We've had some fun. We hope that you have too. Some quick reminders just in ending. Don't forget our beautiful hamper competition. Post your photographs on social media of you watching our show with the hashtag Brunch with Bob Parker. That would be great, and you can see all the T's and C's if you really want to read all the small print are on the screen now. Also, don't forget, still running until the 31st of July, which is a couple of days away, is our Summer Loving Incentive. The idea there was that you did 2 cc's more personally than you did in the month of June to take part in that competition. We've also got our Aloe sales competition running until the end of July, where you got points, if you remember. 1 point for every 330 ml you sold and 3 points for every litre that you sold. A prize in every region, including Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland. So that runs also until the 31st of July. Don't forget, also today we announced our August competition around our gold medal winning Tom Jelly. Aloe Jelly got #1, the one who sells the most aloe jelly across the regions. We'll have a prize in each region, again, Northern Ireland and Republic of Ireland included on that. Don't forget to follow us on social. I think I've got a slide here with our social media channels on, so make sure you're following us. Slightly different things going out on each of those platforms, and I'll be sending some personal messages over the next couple of weeks on mine at Bob Parker FLP, and we'll probably just do a little highlights of today on that later on as well. Finally, of course, a couple of weeks ago we had the very sad news of the passing of Rex Morn, and we are still obviously in deep shock about that. We have some updated information about Rex's funeral and where you can view that. So on the screen at the moment, firstly at the very top, the bit.ly Rex/Rex Forever is for you to post any thoughts or memories that you have about Rex. I've had so many in the last 2 weeks about the time that I was able to spend with a person who was probably the most visionary man I've ever met. So you can post your thoughts and memories on that first one. We've then got a charity donation. If you wish to make a donation to Rex's favourite charities, you can follow that link there. On the 6th of August, there are plans to do a live celebration. Rex had a really broad range of interests, so this life celebration won't just be about the success of Forever Living, but also about some of the other interests and some of the other things that Rex did in what was one of the most rich lives, again, that I've ever seen. You can view that on Friday the 6th at 5 p.m. and if you wish to send flowers to the funeral, you can see on the very bottom the address to send that to. So from us, rest in peace, Rex. Finally, thank you all for watching today. We've had some great comments in the chat box. As I say, I hope you've had fun. We've had a lot of fun. Tom, thanks for being with us. We've got some counselling sorted for you straight after the show. Thanks for taking part. Rachel, thanks for joining us today. Amelia, behind the scenes, thanks for your shakes. And we've got a whole group of people working cameras, sound and light today. Many thanks to them. Most importantly, thanks to you guys for tuning in and watching us today. Enjoy the summer months. Of course, stay focused. We are able now to move out of our houses and mix with other human beings. So take the opportunity to sow some seeds over the summer with your business opportunity, with your products, to make some new connections, to start developing some more relationships. And you know, I'm sure that the end of the year for us is going to be really powerful as more and more people look for an income opportunity that they can flexibly work from home, and of course still continue to look for safe, healthy products, award-winning products too. So thanks for being with us today. Have a great summer, and we'll chat to you soon. Bye for now.